Hi everyone, Grey Power 60 here. Yep, I'm still, well, not really sick. My head cold is still yucky. But I wanted to share this fun thing, and I kind of saw it a while ago on somebody's video. I don't remember who. And if it was you, please comment below and let me know. Um, I wanted to make some backgrounds with, some cute lines. I wanted to use paint. This is watercolor paper, so it's a little heavier. And this is uh, this is paper from, oh my gosh. This is paper from this package that I had picked up at the dollar store, craft paper pad. There's white, beige, and black. And I just took one of the white pages out, and that's what that is. And then I tried some pinks, put 2 different pinks in there. I wanted to make some pretty backgrounds, and I wanted to do it in an unusual way. So those are the pink ones. Then this is regular copy paper that I used, and this is again some watercolor paper that I got from one of my books that I have. Aren't these really cool images? You can use different colors. So I thought I would try some other colors. And again, this is just copy paper, and this is watercolor paper. Okay, so you'll never guess what I'm using. It wasn't a sponge. And I think I'm going to try some brown and yellow, maybe some white, but we shall see how it goes. This is the end of my lettuce, my romaine lettuce. I was about to throw it out, and I remembered somebody using it in paint to make different patterns. So I came in here, rather than throw it out, I came in here, and right to the side of me, I've just got a piece of cardboard, and let me just fix something here. Candle is smoking too much. All right. Yeah, and I just am trying to get some paint on the bottom of it. And all I'm doing is just pressing down on it. And you can press down on it in different ways. I'm just pressing down like that on copy paper, and because I don't have a lot of room here. And this is the watercolor paper, and I'm going to go down this side. And you can press hard as you want or as light as you want. And if you want more paint, I just thought these were, using things you're going to throw away anyway. I just thought this was kind of a cool way to use some designs in your background. I know it looks really weird, but I'm going to try a little yellow paint. It's just on the side here. Now, usually what I'll do is I'll take this and I'll cut it off, but I have paper towel. I'm just going to wipe some of it off, but basically what I'm going to do this time, which I didn't do before, so we're experimenting together, is now I'm going to mix this in with the yellow and see how that turns out. And what I'm doing is just mixing the yellow, and I'm trying to get in all the edges. I'm kind of rolling it around a little bit and punch it down, and let's see how the yellow comes out. So it's got a little bit of the brown in it, but that's okay. I don't mind that. And you can go as light as you want, as heavy as you want, and any way you want, you know, if you want to go in circles or if you want to do whatever. So those are the watercolor paper, watercolor paper. And this is the copy paper. And I'm just going to use up the rest of the yellow before it dries, just to get the last. Now I can also come in and, you know, just kind of splash it over top like that. You know, we could combine colors. You just experiment, have a little fun. You know, this hasn't got much left, but maybe I can just make a different design with it. Just play. Okay, so that's all the yellow. Now I'm going to go and cut this a little bit more, so it's going to be a little smaller. I started off with quite a large one. I think you can tell here the difference in the size. The pink is a little bigger. Now let's go and I'll cut this off. I'll be right back, and then I'm going to add some white and gold, maybe. I'm not sure. Okay, so what else you can do is instead of cutting it, you could wash it off, just get all the paint off. I didn't with this one. I did a little bit, but that's okay. Now I'm going to try some orange. I was going to try some gold, but I think I'll use the gold for later. Again, I'm just pouring it on the side here. I even put it on top of the yellow because the yellow is already dry. And I'm just looking to see if I'm getting enough on all of it. And even if you have this little piece here, if you don't want it, you can, you know, just rip it off. Now let's try the orange on the regular paper. Now right now, this I'm pressing harder. Here I didn't press very hard. I just think it makes a cool pattern, and it's another way to color your backgrounds. You know, make different backgrounds, whatever you want. And later I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. So here we have all of the orange on there, and I've even doubled over on it. Probably could come along here and just add a little orange on here just to give it, that's the watercolor paper. This is the regular. Now all I'm doing is using up some of the paint with just a touch of the orange on there. So you could do whatever you want, you know, you can color it in any way you want. And there's the orange. Now I am not going to go and I'm going to just wipe it off with my paper towel. See if I can get as much of it off as I can, because I don't want to go stop the camera and go again into the kitchen. Now where's the gold here? So, and all this is just the acrylic paint that you get at the dollar store. And I'm just pouring it onto a piece of cardboard that I had from a box or something that I had ordered. So here's some of the gold. You could do anything with this, you know. You can mix up the colors, do whatever you want. So that's regular copy paper. Well, let's go back to the watercolor paper. And here I'm doing this a little bit harder, rubbing it again and again in the paint. And I could even just come in again and just play around, you know. And it's just kind of a fun idea, and I just thought I would share it. And now I can throw this out because I don't need it anymore. But you can use anything. You can use sponges, you can use brushes, you can use vegetables that you're throwing out, like the end of, you know, like if you have some celery and you cut off the bottom of it, and then you just take it and play around with it. And you can fill in your little white spaces if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine too. But anyway, I thought I would share that with you. And in my next video, I'll show you, once these are all dry, what I'm going to do with all of these backgrounds that I have created. And this one, the only thing is with this one here, these are dry. I'm just going to take them out of the way, sorry. Okay. This one is pretty full. I like that. But this one here is the blues, but it's not filled in. And I'd kind of like to fill it in. I have no idea if the gold is going to look good with this or not. But let's just play around. All I'm doing is playing. I'm experimenting. I have never done this before. I am just having some fun, making some different colored backgrounds that I created myself, that I didn't buy, that I didn't have to order, but that I am just playing. And now this one here, I'm feeling a little bit better about it not being quite so, you know, one-lined and straight. And all I'm doing is just continually going around and trying to fill in some spots with the gold. Now I can go back to the blue. I can add white, I can add yellow, I can add browns, but I think for now I'm going to just let that dry. And yeah, you can experiment with all kinds of different colors. And what I love about the acrylic paint you get at the dollar store is it dries really quickly. So anyway, I just wanted to share. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you've ever tried something like this with your paints. I mean, they're just sitting in the drawer. And I was watching someone use sponges, and I was watching someone use all different things that you can do to just kind of make things interesting for your background. You know, I mean, this one still has a lot of white spaces, but that's okay. You know, that is okay. You can fill it in different ways. This is still wet, obviously, and this is still wet. But you can just do different things using different materials. So use your imagination. I'm sure you could even, let me see if it won't come out. You could even use flowers, you know, to sponge, I call it. Let's call it sponging. You can use flowers. You can use different tools that you have. I'm just looking around to see what else I might have. But anyway, yeah, most of my stuff is in my paint drawer. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you. Tell me what you think, and would you try this? You could make tags out of this just by using the background. I know it's white paper. You could also use colored papers and use paints that are bright enough to accent the different papers. You know, this is my piece of cardboard with some orange on it. You could do all kinds of things, you know, even the end of a pencil, you know, with the eraser. Let me just see here. Let me grab this one here. Let these dry off over here. You know, just the end of a pencil, and you know, you can make dots all over, just going around making dots. Do it any way you want. You know, if you wanted to go all the way around, do all different things. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is your paper. You can do whatever you want. So I'm just showing you, you know, you can use the end of a pencil, use the eraser part. You can wash it off later. Anyway, that'll give you some ideas on what you can do. All right. So whether it be the end of your celery or your lettuce, or whether it be the end of a pencil. Got to turn that back down. Whatever it is that you want to use, you know, just use your imagination. And let me know what you've tried. If you've tried anything kind of cool like that, that you've used to use up some of your paints, to be a little creative, without using a gel plate or without using anything else, just using sponges and so on. They make beautiful patterns that you can use as backgrounds and then decorate on top of them, depending on the colors you want to use. Anyway, guys, that is it for me for today. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.